trying to protect your soul.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ivar. I'm joined with my co-casters Malcolm here for a last-minute impromptu cast. We got Glacial Gamers taking on Omega Gaming Syndicate. Say what up, Malcolm.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
No complaints on my side. We see some early invading coming out from Glacial here to drop that ward on the red buff. We didn't get to touch on these comps yet because we were not here for Champ Select.
Yep, but we're here now and we can look at them in all their glory. So, looks like for Glacial...
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah,
I didn't see the name.
I missed it in chat. All right, Barbacoa TV, thank you so much for the follow. All right, back to the team comp. So Glacial looks like, what are they? Glacial... Ever?
Glacial Gamers?
Okay.
Yeah.
Glacial Gamers with a pretty standard 2-carry comp. Bunch of meatballs in the front, 2 carries in the back. So, front to back affair for the...
I was going to say the biggest thing I'm seeing here is the Poppy support coming out from Rabble. Really denies the J4 engage and the Nautilus engage.
Yeah, a lot of things that the Steadfast Presence can stuff. Yeah, I was just getting to the Omega comp. Jeez. Alright. So, Fallen's start will be known. Early cheese setup from Rabble and Twisty. Am I stealing your thunder? Should I stop?
No, you're good.
I don't know what we're doing. It's kind of just happened at the last second. And we see a Raptor ward placed for the side of Omega. We'll know now that J4 is on the top side of the map. So, a split map scenario is what we have in the first 2 minutes of play. And I can see Shen J4 killing the Malphite.
Yeah, that's very killable. I'm expecting, obviously, a full tank Malphite here. But the early level 2 going into the favor of Omega Gaming in the bot lane here.
Yeah, they got control with the brush. Well, they had the info, because knowing that J4 started bot, so they can play fairly aggressive. Poppy, of course, with a Steadfast Presence level... Did she take it to level 2? She didn't. Okay, it's actually the charge. So there's no block on the hook.
Indeed. But we do see the Trundle here, and they could go for this. Yeah, the pillar comes out onto Dr. Phil and Shell. Nice flash coming out. Double flash and heals being used from the bot lane of Glacial Gamers here. And Zooey's going for an aggressive trade. He does land that Noxious Blast to get the movement speed and the E resets, and some more trading in the top lane here. Just two tanks slapping each other. Shen will be winning this for the most part due to his Spirit's Refuge, right?
Spirit's Refuge has the grasp, has the Q, which empowers his auto attacks, especially if he gets the pull through on the Malphite. Malphite with the Comet, more of a quick trade. Just throw the seismic shard, does not get taunted. Might actually have to flash here.
Yeah, max range taunt, but I guess the camera doesn't think he's dying. We're just gonna watch some plates go down.
Yeah, and Varus really not putting down much damage. You saw Rabble just walk away from that piercing arrow like it was nothing. So.
And we didn't get to touch on the Grasp Caitlyn either.
Yeah, a lot of interesting pieces in this game.
Definitely gaining popularity the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you saw there was a surge a few months ago with Grasp Caitlyn, and now it's coming back, and I wonder if that's in part due to Senna with Grasp, because that's been seeing rising popularity as well.
Indeed.
Yeah.
J4's just walking through mid lane here. Sorry to cut you off. I thought there was a gank that was going to happen, but just walking through.
Yeah, some spam, some question mark things following, but that's just like, you're just doing the rounds, showing off your presence as the J4, who should probably back, wants to get his Saber from Chilling Smite.
Some more trading in the top lane here. Ariaku here actually down a lot of CS here.
Yeah, that's really surprising. And it bodes even more poorly for him because the wave is stacked against him. So Shen's going to be up a significant amount of CS, more so than what the CS scores indicate right now, provided Sithis on the Shen can get all of this under tower. And J4 really needs to reset. He's opting for this. I don't really know what he's doing. He hasn't really ganked, and so you think he just wants to reset and maybe try to get an early Drake?
Yeah, but the prio will be always given over to Omega Gaming Syndicate here due to the Caitlyn, just the nature of Caitlyn, the pushing that comes out. They should have prio pretty consistently here.
Yeah. Oh, taunt misses. Something to know. I just blindly assumed it was poke Varus. It's actually on hit Varus. So yeah, if this was poke Varus, I definitely see the Caitlyn Poppy getting pushed back, but lethal tempo Varus means there's not a lot of oomph behind those piercing arrows, which he continues to charge up. We see Fallen taking away the top side of Canuck boss. Just Canuck? I apologize for butchering that.
It's alright.
Neither team seems particularly interested in Drake at the moment. Cloud is not the most desirable of the 4 Drakes.
Yeah, so far the name of the game has been this huge CS lead in the top lane, towards the favor of I am Sithis. Sorry if I butchered that. But he is significantly ahead on Ariaku here.
Yeah, this is not... The Shen will outscale the Malphite just because the Shen will have more pressure on the sideline, especially opting for the early Tiamat. You have to assume that's going to go into the Titanic Hydra. And so with the sideline presence, pressure with the Titanic Hydra, and the 1v1 potential against the Malphite, who is very far behind right now. So, and then the Stand United, of course, to react to the unstoppable force from the mountain. Malphite's a mountain, right? That's the.
He's a rock. Mountains are rocks.
Yeah.
Can't move mountains. He's unstoppable.
But you can make a mountain move, apparently.
That's true.
Another taunt land. Sithis is not afraid to take a fight in a stacked minion wave. Yeah.
But the grasp is really paying dividends for him.
Yeah, Ariaku has to be really careful taking extended trades because they just benefit Shen, who will get multiple grasp procs off in the space of an extended fight. Really not a lot of action. There's been trading, but both teams seem content to farm it out. Interesting to note, Fallen Artemis opting for a longsword, probably indicating warrior. Here comes Jarvan.
Scatter does land. Flag drag does land. Zui has to flash away here. Nice flash cleanse comes out, and the flash. Okay, Stand United is used, but the flash Dark Spear does land and pick up that kill for I Hate Dreaming in the mid lane here, and that's first blood at 8 minutes into the game here.
Yeah, that was a really clean gank. Scatter into EQ. And despite Zoe's best attempts, the flash and the petrifying gaze was not enough. And Syndra getting into the first blood is really bad now, because if Syndra starts quite literally gets the ball rolling, then she can run over almost any pick in the game. And Cassiopeia is a champ that really only starts spiking at 3 items and beyond. Ooh, good stun.
Good stun.
No trap. There was no trap set by Twisty. Trap's not prepared.
Wasn't in range.
Yeah. I'm surprised he played so far back, given the steadfast presence is available. He'll eat the initial hook, but then there will be no follow-up auto to root down the Caitlyn.
I think the side of Omega Gaming is they outscale here for sure, right? Actually, the fact that it's one-hit Varus makes it a little difficult.
Yeah, I think there's still potential. I think it's pretty even because of the Conquer Cassiopeia, but that goes back to the fact that Cassiopeia is down a kill now, and is facing Sorkshu's Lost Chapter Syndra without sums. It's really scary. A regank from Jarvan should be expected.
Taunt doesn't land here.
Yeah, these last few taunts from Sithis have not hit the mark. You saw the one on Fallen, not quite landing either.
Gank does land. Cataclysm is used. Scout of the Week is used as well, and so he's going to go down here. Nothing you can do. It's just a rinse and a repeat.
Yeah, that gank is so simple to execute. You just walk into lane, press Cataclysm, and the Cassiopeia is dead. There's nowhere for her to go.
And looks like they're rotating down to the bot lane here. Probably going to try to... Yeah, Twisty and Rabble here a little bit too forwards.
Oh no.
Steadfast Present wasn't timed properly. And Twisty will go down here, and it looks like Rabble is going to be dead to rights here. And that kill actually does go over. I think that was Scorch that got that kill.
Does she have Scorch? Oh, interesting.
But Aryaku finally winning some trades here in the top lane.
Oh no, the Spirit's Refuge comes down. Yeah. Oh, can he get it?
And he gets the solo kill.
Yeah, Sithis finally getting punished for taunting into a full wave of minions.
Yeah, some would say he wins those.
Yeah, some say he wins those. He was sitting on actually not as much gold as I thought. He was only on 1,000 gold when he did die. I thought he had a little more considering the CS difference, but that kill will go a long way to evening up the top lane gold. Drake's still not taken. We're 11 minutes in. No, not a single Drake taken. So we might be in for a slow burn.
But 3 kills.
Yes, 3 kills Syndra with teleport, no less. Means that
they're gonna try to. Yeah, Pillar does come out. IA Dreaming is gonna have to walk away. Stand United is used, and she's gonna. They gotta be careful here. Woo! Beautiful flash taunt coming out from Iron Sits. Fallen Artemis has to flash away. The stun from Rabble does pin Iron Sits in the wall there, but nothing's gonna come from that.
Yeah. They got the Stand United out, but you have to be Omega has to be very selective in the fights they take when they know that Stand United is available. Especially when they know Aryaku's not available to stop the channel.
But I think Aryaku starts to hard win this, because the IM Sithis only has the TM out, no resistances, and Aryaku does have that Ninja Tabi and Bami Cinder.
Yeah, you have to remember that now the Malphite, the attack speed debuff is really, really important here. Because like you said, there's no HP behind this Shen. He has the shield, but the base damage of Malphite is more than enough to chip through that relatively quickly. And I feel like I have to point out that it's not critical that Sithis hard win the 1v1. The mere fact that Stand United, that he's not hard losing the matchup, and that he can use the Stand United relatively freely is pretty good for his team. But he's not dissuaded. He keeps going for these trades. And the Unstoppable Force is off cooldown now.
Yeah, Fallen is here. Unstoppable Force is used. Pillar is going to come up, and that's going to be another kill going over Teriyaki. Really, Fallen Artemis was able to get that assist there with that Pillar.
Yep.
But nice
work,
work
and it is the Warrior Trundle. Trade back with the Drake, though, and Omega will have to let this one go.
Yeah, but they are also taking the Herald on the other side of the map here, so nice presence of mind.
Yeah, and if there's a Drake to let go, it's the one-off Cloud Drake. You can feel pretty okay letting that go. And if you're gonna attack a Shen comp, attacking the Shen is a really good way to do it, particularly in the early game. Because if you're making him choose between getting XP and gold in front of his tower or helping his team, that's a great position for the enemy team to be in, making Shen choose like that. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna go for first tower here.
Yeah. They will get first tower.
They will.
The tower is now low enough that the Shelly Execute will come in. And if
Ewin tries to sidestep that. Cleanse is used, Petrify Gaze is used, but he's not going to go down. Nice flash. Cataclysm is used. Unless he can turn this around. No, Unleash Power is still available. And they're really just punishing Zui here in the mid lane.
Yeah, he has no flash again. Use the Cleanse again as well. And so this Cassiopeia is going to be the 3-item Cassiopeia, the Dream, the win condition for Omega Gaming is very, very far in the future now, because Caitlyn doesn't lack for damage, but really struggles to DPS in a 5v5 team fight. That's where you have Cassiopeia. No Cassiopeia right now means you can't realistically take a 5v5 and hope to win, because you don't have the damage right now to win.
Yeah. But Fallen is going damage here, which is gonna be pretty big. If he can get onto one of these members and stick onto them, he will be doing an insane amount of damage.
Definitely.
Taunt does come out from Hit this year, but Ariaku probably wants to take that fight. He doesn't have vision of the enemy jungler, so he's walking away.
Yeah, so this will have to probably temper his aggression, because Fallen has shown that he's willing to attack the Shen lane, keep the Shen down.
Chain of Corruption doesn't land. And Rabble here is just trying to peel away. Standing United is used onto Twisty. Twisty's on the backside, really low there. But TP comes out from Ariaku. I think it's a little bit too late, and he has to leave. Yeah, Rabble will be going down.
Give it to Varus? Yeah, give it to Varus. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, and they're going to try to... I was going to say, they're going to try to pin down the mid lane here and get gaming.
Yeah.
That fight was all over the place.
Yeah, it really was. Everyone... So that was Stand United, that was Teleport, and a bunch of flashes expended.
Yeah. Thank you for the Twitch Prime, Chano-san. So hopefully I didn't butcher your name. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Alright, I have our flip a coin. Which soul do you want? Do you want Ocean or do you want Infernal?
Infernal.
You want Infernal?
Yes.
Alright, it's just more exciting. I guess everyone liked explosions. Okay. So mid tier 1 does fall. I was distracted. I didn't see it, but I have to assume it was I Hate Dreaming who was responsible for that tower's destruction.
Yep.
Fallen Artemis securing his blue buff. Probably a wise decision to not give the Syndra double blue buff.
I mean, the saving grace we have here is that if they can stack the CC with the Unstoppable Force from Ariako into the Syndra, she can get instantly blown up here. She cannot scatter the weak Unstoppable Force.
No, she cannot. I think the difficulty Omega will face trying to make that play happen is that Ariako can come from Fog of War and like you said, you can't react to the Unstoppable Force, but Syndra can react to the rest of Omega's comp, and so I think you have to find the Syndra really out of position to kill her.
Indeed.
Yeah, and there's very little magic resist being picked up by Omega. We just saw the Negatron build for the Malphite, the Aegis of the Legion, and the Null Magic Mantle on the Poppy, but this Trundle is going to be very squishy. It might just get blown up instantly by the Syndra, who is looking to build Rabbit on second.
Yeah, and it looks like Glacial Gamers are significantly ahead here, but it's only a 600 gold lead, and that's really not too much over 5 members of the team. That most of that is mitigated from the top tower going down, but Ariaku is not afraid to fight here as Fallen Artemis is here. Flash just come out, Unstoppable Force, and they're going to pick up another kill, and Ariaku is on a killing spree.
Yeah, the Shen is playing really disrespectfully now. You saw him winning the early trades that gave him confidence, justifiably so. He was almost solo killing Ariaku whenever the Malphite tried to walk up to CS in lane. But you're a Tiamat Shen who is behind, and you are not tanky compared to the Malphite. So,
And that 30 to 40 CS lead that I'm Sitis had is completely mitigated here, and Ariaku here is actually up about 1,800 gold, 1,500 gold if my math is correct.
Yeah.
And they're gonna pick up another tower in the top lane.
Yeah, they're gonna keep restricting the Shen, and it was good from Glacial Gamers to get the Mountain Drake, and it. Okay, where you get what you want all the time, I guess.
Okay,
It's
explosions.
it's Infernal Soul. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, so good on them to trade the Drake, but they need to get Soul now because they're making concessions in the top lane. Shen is an R bot now. He cannot match the Malphite in a 1v1, and at this point, with the amount of pressure that Ariaku can generate, means that Shen is just ulting. He's an ult bot, and if he ever ults with Malphite,
And they have a pick here, and they're gonna go straight onto too many puppies here, and he's probably gonna be going down. Trap is laid, but he flashes out of it. Subjugate was used. We do see the Poppy ultimate, and we do see Stand United on top of the top. On top of that, oh wow!
Curves the bullets.
The bullet, the ace in the hole bullet, actually just barely missing. I am Sitis there, and it goes around, and picks up that kill.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the map, we do see Glacial Gamers attempting to pick up this Herald.
Yeah, and actually now we find Omega in the gold lead. They have about a 900 gold lead, 2 towers to 1, and gonna pick up a
3.
third. Yeah. So the outer, never mind. Mid tier 1 is still up for Glacial. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard for Zui to step forward there on the Cassiopeia now. He has started to respect the J4.
What? Okay, if I'm the Cassiopeia right here, you see how he just stood in midway.
Nice bait coming out from Twisty, and he's just going to try to walk away from this. Fallen is there to make sure he is safe.
Yeah, Rebel's walking down 2 to support the pretty AD carry. If I'm the Cassiopeia, there was some idle time spent on the minimap just standing in front of the tier 2 tower. Get the chickens, get the wolves, like clear jungle camps because you need to get gold because you're not useful to anyone if you're not hitting your items.
But
and
for her being down 3 kills, she's keeping up in the CS, only 10 CS down, so definitely still going to be relevant as we move towards the mid to late game here.
yeah, still will be a little while longer before I think the Cassiopeia can have a huge impact.
She needs that Riley's more than anything else, I think.
Yeah, she needs the 3 items before she can really start doing work. And even then, it's really hard for her to approach a fight because there's so many things she has to navigate. She has to be careful with Syndra, she has to be careful with Varus. So, you see, we have Infernal Drake in under 2 minutes. Zooing in the side lane with Cleanse and Flash, so you'd think he'd be pretty safe, especially against this very weak Shen who's itemizing mainly armor and longswords. Yeah. Oh, that's Syndra's. Oh,
Syndra's actually going to be in the bot lane match.
I'm blind. I don't know why I thought that was Shen. Yeah, that and Syndra with TP versus Cassiopeia with.
Oh, and we do see the Unstoppable Force right up to too many puppies there. They're going to try to DPS them down. Dredgeline was used, Depth Charge, excuse me, was used onto Twisty, but that's going to be another kill picked up. And looks like Omega Gaming Syndicate is going to try to just shove down this mid tower and focus the objectives.
Okay, that time that trap was a very, very late, but they get the kill in the end. I was just surprised, like that.
Stand United was available and just wasn't used. And Omega Gaming is going to pick up another tower.
Okay, the Chain of Corruption's used pretty late. Here comes the Scatter.
Of the week, and Gravel's going to be going down here. Nice ultimate, but he still goes down to the auto attacks coming out from Dr. Phil and Chill. And Ariaku is just going to be standing here, smacking Syndra near this jungle bush. It looks like Zui is about to join the fight as well, but nothing else seems to materialize from that.
So we're gonna see Rabadons from Syndra seconds and Runons. Yeah, there's the Runons for the Varus. So surprised not to see Guinsoo's second, but
really questionable for this Caitlyn to be up here right now when Dragon is spawning in 25 seconds. Greeting for that wave, and she stops her recall.
Well, she's not gonna be there for the fight now, but that actually. Well, 2 items on Zui, so maybe he can do something now, especially once the Unstoppable Force comes off cooldown, which it does now. Yeah, it's like he can press the thing every minute or something. Crazy.
Yeah, he's insanely ahead.
Yeah, the
Piercing arrow
does very little damage.
Yeah, it doesn't do the damage we're used to seeing with the poke varus lethality build.
Yeah, he's really putting the pain down right now with those piercing arrows. Rabadon's completed for Syndra, and Shen is in this side lane. Wait, he has stand. Oh, he doesn't have stand unite. He has teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd keep pushing if I'm the Shen. Okay, Drake started up by Omega. Here comes the Nautilus, just clearing a controller. This Drake is all but gone. Here comes the teleport, and
nice steadfast present to stop Canute Blast, and they're just gonna go onto the bot side of this fight here. And the miasma is used. The Shen ult doesn't land, but nice petrifying gaze onto too many puppies here, and this is going to be a so far 2-for-2 team fight, 2-for-1 actually. Mega Gaming still has their GPSs up, and they're just kiting back. But she does pick up that kill onto Shen. He does use Ace in the Hole onto Phil and Shell, and they pick up another kill, double kill for Zoo. He's stepping forward. I Hate Dreaming has to flash away from the auto text coming out from Twisty, and it's going to be a 2-for-2 team fight with a Dragon going over to a Mega Gaming Syndicate.
yeah, it seems like Glacial gamers were way too late. They were indecisive as Omega was doing the Infernal Drake, and you saw the late TP from Sithis, the pretty desperate team fight it looked like from their side as they tried to engage onto Omega's carries, and yeah, this pretty decisive win for Omega.
Now Twisty on this Caitlyn is going to get very scary. And if they can front to back like they just did there with Zooey and Twisty in the backline just DPSing damage, they're going to start to win team fights really convincingly here.
Yeah, I don't like this cleaver coming in from the J4. That should be a stone plate. If you have the stone plate, you can buy a lot of time on the front line.
You're not going to be the person killing anybody. You just need to create space for your Syndra and Varus to DPS and burst out.
With the amount of CC you're facing down, you're not going to stack cleaver on anyone realistically. You're going to get a couple stacks of it from your EQ in the Cataclysm, but you're not going to fully stack it that quick.
We do see about a 3,000 gold lead coming out from Mega Gaming Syndicate.
Yeah, and the Malphite's still a problem that you saw. Varus and Syndra unable to really chip through the Malphite yet. I think with Gwynsu's maybe Varus can do it, but that Gwynsu's will be a long ways away right now. So ping on to Zooey, who has no sums once again. And yeah, this is a huge overextension from him. He's probably dead here.
TP is coming out. I don't know if I like that TP. It's cancelled actually by the Shen, and Petrifying Gaze is used, and he's going to be down here, yeah. Unleashed Force is going to be down. Fallen's probably going to go down too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Fallen does go down as well. That's Chain of Corruption. Yeah, I saw the interaction. It was a little weird. Tristan really needs to run away because he's going to be also in trouble. Yeah. And this has just gone tragically for Mega Gaming, and it looks like Twisty's gonna get.
Oh man.
The Flash Dragon Strike comes out, and they pick up another kill, and that should be Baron.
Yeah, they don't have the Gwynsu's on Varus, but the Blight stacks might be enough. I think they can do it. Yeah, here they go. Oh man.
Really well played coming out from the side of Glacial Gamers there.
Yeah, good job punishing the overextension from Zooey on Cassiopeia. And Sithis canceling the Malphite TP was critical. That could have been a very different fight.
If Malphite gets his TP off, I think they just insta-burst like two members.
They might not.
Mega Gaming does.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Zooey did get his ultimate off, but if Malphite is there to create space, Zooey can start kiting backwards with as Cassiopeia does with her Twin Fangs and Noxious Blast.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it could have been a very different fight. But Baron claimed for Glacial Gamers, and J4 has the stone plate. Okay, he did a stop for the cleaver. It's fine. And so yeah, he's really tanky. He does a respectable amount of damage, as we saw. He did get was it 3 kills there, or was it 2? 3? I think it was all 3. I think he got all 3. He got the Cassiopeia. He got. I don't know.
Yeah, he got 3 kills there.
Okay. Yeah.
The Flash Dragon Strike to secure the 3rd.
Yeah.
This dragon is coming up though.
Yeah, and the Baron pressure with the Shen topside. No teleport on Ariaku. Stand United about to come off cooldown, as well as the Shen TP. J4 taking just a few tower shots just because he can. Yeah, I think that Glacial should have got someone to deal with that mid wave because it's kind of in an awkward spot now. They don't have scuttle control either. Thankfully, the Infernal map opens up the Dragon Pit a large amount, so they can skirt around the scuttle vision. But okay, Shen moving down to clear the mid wave.
And I think Omega Gaming is opting to just give this.
Yeah, I think if they lose a fight here, the game is very, very close. The gold lead, the kills, the towers, all pretty close. And I think a botched fight around this Drake from either side could have spelled disaster. So Omega decided to play it safe, wait out the Baron buff. And they haven't lost that much, all things considered. They've lost a tier 1 bot tower, they lost a Drake, but that's it. So I think if you're Omega, you're counting yourself lucky that you haven't lost more off the Baron play from Glacial.
Yeah. And the Bloodthirster is interesting coming out from Zui. We don't usually see third item Bloodthirster on AD carry anymore. Usually we see a second crit item.
Yeah.
I think it might actually be kind of 5-head because he has the overheal and it's giving him that huge shield, which will mitigate a lot of the damage coming out from the burst of Syndra.
Yeah, and it'll allow her to sustain up as she fights the Varus, or as she gets ready to fight the Varus in an extended fight. But I'd say that Varus still wins 1v1 against the Caitlyn. Just
especially once he backs here and picks up this Rage Blade.
Yeah, he does have it. So, or he's very close if he doesn't have it yet. He's staying on the map. If I'm the Varus and I have Rage Blade on back, I'm backing immediately to secure that item. So I don't think he has it quite yet. And however, I think we've entered a bit of a lull state.
Don't. And the NA Rams kicking off.
What? It's not an NA Ram either. It's just a lull state. There's not much going on the map.
It's gonna kick up. I'm telling you.
What's gonna kick up?
The NA Ram. Just wait for it.
All right, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Ivar thinks that we will have an NA Ram in what, the next 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Well, give me a timeline here.
36 minutes here.
Okay, so in 5.5 minutes there will be an NA Ram. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Just let's put that in the record. Thank you very much. Man.
All right. What's your definition of an NA Ram? Let's start there.
An NA Ram?
Yeah.
I would say between 4 and 5 members of each team present in the mid lane, or in proximity of the mid lane.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually like posturing around something that doesn't actually matter. You know, like just standing in the middle of the literally standing in the middle of the map, just staring at each other as each team clears their respective wave. Like that screams to me NA Ram. Okay. Hammer Smash doesn't really have that much range, so
it's just, you know, putting on authority, you know.
Yeah, makes me wonder how many poppies have gotten kills from using that over a wall.
Hey, can I just get a hammer enthusiast check in chat? Any hammer enthusiasts?
Okay. All right. Okay, Ivar.
Any lull states?
No, it was an NA Ram. There was
NA Rams?
There was like a 5 second. There was a 5.
I know.
Yeah, oh man. Oh, it was an NA Ram. What is this? Someone get the top wave. You're killing me. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Someone's going.
Unless.
So I like what Omega's doing here. They're moving into the top side of the map, getting river vision, controlling the top side, because that's where Baron is. Baron doesn't spawn bot side of the map. But the response from Glacial, they're gonna say, okay, we raise you river control, and we're gonna take your tier 2 tower.
And Ariaku's looking for a flank here with his ultimate.
Shen has Stand
Pings
United.
are coming out. Pings are coming
Here comes
out.
Poppy.
Yeah.
Early Stand United.
Oh, and he whiffed.
No,
Ariaku
no.
whiffs. Chain of Corruption does land. And Zui and Len are, Twisty are free on the backside to just DPS out. They're DPSing on. We have Varus is dead. Varus shutdown going over to Zui. Zui is just kiting back in the fight here, and it's going to be a one fight for Omega Gaming here. Yeah, Twisty is healthy because the Bloodthirster shutdown does come out, and it is a 1-4-3 team fight coming out for Omega Gaming Syndicate, and they're going to be going over to this Baron. Cassiopeia popped off that fight. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. I actually think it was Galaxy brained by Ariaku to whiff the Unstoppable Force because it baited Varus to walk forward into the backline of Omega. You saw this. Zui got the Petrifying Gaze on the Varus and killed him with it. So,
apologies for calling Twisty Len. He goes by Len. to us here, so that's why by instinct I called him Len, but it was Twisty.
I made the distinction. I've been calling him Twisty.
Yeah, I've been doing it all game, but when the play-by-play starts, dude, you just kick in.
Yeah, you go by instincts. I know. I understand. So, yeah,
and this Baron is picked up, and Mega Gaming should be able to pressure this next dragon as well.
Yeah. So.
Oh man, and Zui has the 3 items, level 17, like you talked about early on in this game, and he's going to be scary.
Yeah, he's getting the Banshees as well, which means the Syndra Scatter, the Chain of Corruption, those tools aren't going to work. Even the Jarvan.
J4's going to look for a steal here, and no, he doesn't even go for it.
Yeah, so. Yeah, Zui, not a lot of kills, not a lot of presence on the scoreboard, but a lot of presence in the team fights, for sure. Yep. And RFC completed for the Caitlyn. There's that 3rd crit item you were talking about.
But you saw that fight. Twisty was like, he did take a little bit of damage. The Chain of Corruption did catch him there on the backside, as well as the depth charge, but he just healed it up in 2 autos, and he was just critting throughout the whole fight. If Zui and Twisty go untouched here, I don't think Glacial can win the team fight. They're just too strong. And yeah, Syndra got those early kills, but nothing too impactful has been done with it. I think that's a fair statement to say.
Yeah, no, like you have the TP Syndra, which means you have map pressure with the Syndra compared to the Cassiopeia, who is down in wave clear, down in pressure, and has no TP of her own to respond. So we didn't see any TP plays made by the Syndra this game. She had the lead, like you said, still has a bounty because she hasn't died yet. And the game's been pretty close even now. 4K gold difference at this point in the game, not that significant. But you're right, not a lot of impact from the Syndra. Even in these team fights, I haven't really noticed. She hits the scatter, but that seems to be the end. Oh, well, there's a scatter. Oh, dead.
And they're gonna go straight onto Syndra here, and Syndra just goes down instantly. Depth charge was used onto Zui there, but nothing's gonna come from that. Chain of Corruption is also used, and Mega Gaming is gonna step forward, and I don't think Glacial can do anything about it. They have no CC tools, nothing left, and this inhibitor is theirs. Team fight goes on. Pillar is used onto J4. J4 has to ult in, and Scarred Ravel is going to go down to the damage coming out from the Shen and the Varus, but Mega Gaming is just gonna step forward and try to look for more. I think they can.
Yeah,
2 tanks up. Flash taunt onto Zui. Zui's going to have to try to kite this out. They're just going to tunnel straight onto Netflix and Chill. Netflix and Chill does go down, and Twisty's alive, just auto-attacking the backline. He should just be focusing the charge. First charge goes down. Taunt does land onto Zui. Zui's going to be staying alive. Bloodthirster keeping him topped off, and that's going to be game going over to a Mega Gaming Syndicate. Whew.
Wow. What a game. That was really back and forth.
And that game just ended like that. I didn't expect it to end so instantly.
Well, it's because the Syndra tried to make a hero play, right? She stepped forward. There was no Nautilus. There was no tank in front of her. She just walked forward and ate a Petrifying Gaze and died. You know? So, and...
Really back and forth game. Well played from both teams.
Yeah, and really kept us guessing as to who was going to win that one.
And Twisty on this... Twisty and Zui on these 2 champions here, the DPSers, really took over the later team fights and won the game. But you see that damage coming out from the Varus there for Dr. Phil and Chill.
Yeah, and you can see that the story that we were telling towards the end of the game is reflected in the damage charts here. Syndra not doing that much damage at all. Actually almost out-damaged by the Malphite. And that's not what you want to see from a 506 Syndra at 34 minutes.
Yeah, she definitely had the kills, but she wasn't doing nearly enough with them to impact the result of the game.
Yeah, I didn't really see her really move from mid lane, now that I remember. It was... Yeah, but...
Super fun game. I think we have another game for you guys here shortly. I believe it is... give me 1 second here. Carrington... Yeah, it's at 9 p.m. It should be starting in the next 10-15 minutes. It's Kettering University taking on DOV Fusion. But yeah, that's all we have for you, for me and Malcolm. Thank you to LHG for having us come